What will happen when a man finds an abandoned cat in the streets of San Francisco? But little did he know that something bad is about to happen that he can't bear. Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Wonders. Before we start today's video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Now, let's start the story. The beginning of a lifelong friendship. The story begins with a cat named Simba. But Simba was not an ordinary cat. He had fiery fur like a sunset and smart-looking eyes. Simba's adventure is about to begin with a man named John. John, a busy man without any pet plans, found himself pulled into Simba's life one special day. As John drove on the busy road, he noticed a small orange kitten running between cars. The kitten seemed unaware of the danger. John felt his heart beat faster and stopped his car. He was determined to save the vulnerable little cat. With care and kind words, he picked up the scared kitten, promising to keep it safe. From then on, Simba and John were always together. Simba made John's life happier and less lonely. Their connection was special. Even though John had a busy job as a chef and taking care of a pet was hard, he happily looked after Simba and considered him a friend. Simba, who used to live on the streets, now lived in a cozy home. It was hard for him to get used to the new environment, with different things to see and hear compared to the busy streets. But even with the difficulties, Simba found joy in the little things at home. Like a comfy bed, a sunny spot by the window, and sometimes getting tasty food cooked by John. Even though Simba had a cozy home, he still felt his natural instincts. He really wanted to go outside and would get fixated on a bird he saw through the window. John struggled with wanting Simba to be happy, but also worrying about him getting hurt outside in the city. Simba's journey, far from home. Ultimately, John's love for Simba was stronger than his worries, so he reluctantly let Simba go outside with him, watching closely. But even with his careful watch, something bad happened when Simba ran to catch the squirrel and disappeared from John's eyes. And when Simba was found lost and couldn't find John, something bad happened. A couple in the park saw Simba, but saw him as a means of earning money, not as a pet. They carried him and kept Simba in a cage. Trapped and a long way from home, Simba's life changed a lot. He went from the streets of San Francisco to the busy city of New York, a place very different from what he was used to. But even with all the noise and confusion, Simba stayed hopeful. He was determined to find his way back to John, no matter how hard it seemed. Simba's determination to return. And so, with bravery and strength, Simba began a risky trip through forests and mountains. He was determined to find his way back to his dear human John. Along the journey, he faced many tough problems like bad weather and dangerous animals, but he never forgot his main aim: to see John again. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, John felt sadder as each day went by. Even though his friends and neighbors told him to forget about Simba and move on, John didn't want to give up hope. He was sure that Simba was strong and could come back, and this belief made him even more determined to find his beloved pet, whatever it took. Then, when everything seemed hopeless, something amazing happened. One night, as John was tiredly walking home, he heard a familiar sound: Simba's meow. In the darkness, he saw Simba. A bit dirty and tired, but definitely his dear friend. John felt so happy and emotional that he hugged Simba tightly, crying tears of joy. Together once more, John and Simba started a new part of their story. They were even closer now, especially after going through tough times together. With Simba's big adventure finished, they looked ahead to the future with fresh hope and thanks for the strong bond that kept them together. And as they got used to being back home, John was sure that whatever problems came their way, he and Simba would deal with them together. Their love was so strong that it could overcome anything, even if they were far apart or facing tough times. That's all for today. Now it's your turn to share your thoughts about this story. What's the next story you'd like to know? Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of these amazing videos on the Wild Wonder.